Hello, welcome back to the YouTube channel of Bethel Evangelical Free Church Hanley. This is another historic church in Wales. This is the Church of St Etheldreda, Hyssington. The dedication to the famous prioress of Ely suggests an Anglo-Saxon origin, although the present building was essentially completely rebuilt in the 1870s. The church is the setting of the famous legend of the Bigbury Bull. According to this legend, a squire who was noted for his foul temper after his death was transformed into a giant bull that rampaged through the countryside until the parson here was able to exorcise him, or at least to shrink the bull down into the size of a shoe, which was then buried under the church doorstep, basically. There's a lot of these demon bull stories in Britain, and they vary. So this one, it is a wicked man who's turned into a bull. Sometimes it's a demon cow that is milked by a witch until it's milked dry, and the creature then becomes this vengeful monster. So this is Hyssington. As usual, have a look around and see what we can see. This is predominantly, I say, a building of the 1870s. And so we start in, as usual, at the west end looking east. It's a very neat building, quite typical of the period. The font, however, the bold, is medieval. Up here is a war memorial, not originally in this church, but in the Methodist chapel. In fact, previously I've seen it in that chapel because I visited the chapel about 10 years ago, and it closed in 2018 when the memorial was brought here, so the chapel got converted into somebody's house. The pews are quite straightforward. There's some nice kneelers, including one here that depicts the legend of the Bigbury Bull. And here's a depiction of the legend with, you can see there, the parson who is exorcising this monstrous creature. The pulpit is, if not Jacobean, made of Jacobean panelling, and I suspect it is a Jacobean pulpit. There is no organ, as far as I'm aware. There never has been one. There's a nice lectern there. There is the chancel. You can see there the altar. And here we have, this is the scheme for the restoration of the church. Just try to see if I can get, there we go. And these are the plans of the building as constructed. Candle holder. And we have a sedilia and piscina as per medieval examples. It's not a complex building, but it is grander than what it replaced. So we proceed west once more. Some of the flagstones are, they're quite worn. There are stones, memorial stones here, so if we can get one, there we go, that predate the present building. So I wonder if some of these are not reused flooring slabs as well. So we proceed westwards. And so that, inside here, well, here we are then outside at Hyssington. You can see this nice, very regular building because it is a Victorian rebuild with its nice little bell cot there. So again, we shall perambulate around the outside. And so here we go. The style is a sort of early English, much as you would expect at a building like this. Very simple and straightforward, even when it's been restored, and therefore, as we would expect, it's grander than it would have been originally, which it certainly is. Again, under that doorstep is supposedly buried the Bigbury Bull, enclosed in a shoe, and woe betide anyone who digs it up, because boy is it angry. At least, again, that's the legend. Bigbury Hall was a big house in the area. So here's the north side with the vestry, as described in the plan, the sacristy, using medieval language. And extensive graveyard. Obviously we're up here in the hills, beautiful scenery, really is amazing scenery. And so we come round here and back to the south side, the big graveyard overlooking the valley. Also, there you have it, St Etheldreda's Hyssington. So thank you for watching, and may God bless you and keep you until the next one, and watch out for giant bulls.